The singing ended again. It wasn't me, I squeaked. After all, I can't be blamed for everything. Sing again, boys, she said. This time I won't play. The boys cheerfully repeated Jingle Bells, but this time Miss Lark walked away from the keyboard and stood in front of the boys, looking hard at each one. When she was standing in front of just Joey, she frowned. I'm afraid it's you, Joey, she said. The boys stopped singing. What did I do? Joey asked. I'm afraid you're singing and a little bit off key. In fact, I'm afraid you're singing way off key, she said. Off key, he said. Yes, Miss Lark said. You're not singing the right notes. Could you sing more softly? Joey nodded. When the boys started singing again, Joey didn't just sing more softly, he didn't sing at all. His mouth was closed, and he stared down at his feet. It was the saddest jingle bells I ever heard. Poor Joey, I think he felt terrible about singing off key. Miss Brushbrain told Miss Lark when my friends left for recess. I hated to say anything, Miss Lark answered, but Joey's singing was awful. He almost sounds like that frog over there. He's so off key, he'll throw everyone else off too. I'm sure he'll try to do better, Miss Brushbrain said. He certainly will, I squeaked. Miss Lark sighed. I know, but will he be better by the time of the show? It's very important to me. Boing, 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 Og twanged. I don't blame him for sticking up for frogs, although I have to admit the sound Og makes don't sound like much singing. Miss Lark shuddered as she glanced over at Og and me. Don't those animals bother you while you're teaching? She asked. Not a bit, Miss Brushbrain said. The children learn a lot from them. And you could learn a lot from Miss Brushbrain, I squeaked. If only humans could understand me, at least once in a while. I'm not quite sure Miss Lark believed Miss Brushbrain or me. They won't bite, she asked in a shaky voice. Og certainly doesn't, and Humphrey doesn't either, though some hamsters may give you a nibble if they're scared. It's not their fault, she said. I'm not sure, but I think Miss Lark squeaked. She might not like hamsters, but she sounded like one. They won't hurt you, Miss Brushbrain said. Now why are you worried about the show? It took a lot of hard work to convince Mr. Morales to let us have a winter program, Miss Lark said. Finally, he said, we could try it this once and see how successful it is, so I want everything to be perfect. Mr. Morales is the principal and the most important person at Longfellow School, so naturally Miss Lark would want him to be pleased. Miss Brushbrain put her arm around Miss Lark's shoulder. I do understand, Mary, but try to relax. I know the children won't let you down, and the parents will love the show. They will, I squeaked. Boing, boing, Og agreed. Miss Lark left, thank goodness, but for the rest of the day, I thought about Joey. I didn't think he or his family would enjoy the show if he didn't get to sing. And once we were alone at the end of the day, I opened the lock that doesn't lock on my cage and hurried over to Og's tank. I'm sorry about what Miss Lark said about your croaking, I said. I thought you and Joey sounded great. It wasn't actually true, but for once I thought it was all right to bend the truth a little. After all, I wouldn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I wouldn't want to be like Miss Lark. Right before school let out for the day, Miss Brisbane gave the class an assignment. When she said the word homework, everybody groaned as usual, but my classmates cheered up quite a bit when she told us what it was. On Monday, I told you to talk about what you like best about the winter holidays, she said. We're all going to share our traditions and memories, and if you'd like to bring something in that has a special meaning for you, please do. There were nods and smiles. Sophie leaned over and whispered something to Phoebe until Miss Brisbane told her to stop talking. Being a young hamster, I didn't have any traditions.
That was Toby.
Phoebe. I spent last Chanukah at Stop Giggling Gail's house. She's Simon's sister. They lit candles and sang and they opened presents. It was wonderful. Then I spent Christmas at Brisbane's house and had a hamster terrific time. They opened presents under a sparkling tree, but Og didn't come into room 26 until after the holidays. Og, do you know about all the celebrations that happened during the winter break? I asked him. He splashed around in the water, but he didn't have anything to say. Poor Og didn't even know about holiday fun. Suddenly, all I wanted was for my goofy, googly-eyed neighbor to receive a present for the holidays, and I wanted it to be from me. Humphrey's Winter Wonderings. I wonder what kind of gift a frog would like. I do know what a frog's favorite drink is.
Go. Keep going.
Coca-Cola. Or Croca-Cola.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop there.